What's up YouTube, this is your boy G back in another video. Alright, so today I just would like to show you what I think is the best build, right? Best armor set and weapon set built in Black Myth Wukong. And that I think is the Bull King set. So this is it. Looks really fine. Bull King's mask. As you can see, the unique effect is on the helm only. Grants moderate focus upon taking damage. If the destined one is under the effect of tenacity, grants more focus. So it's really good because it increased defense, as you can see here, upon taking damage, and it also replaces perfect dodge by tenacity when health is below half, which I think is really important because below half you're kind of like clutching already about to heal. You almost need to heal, right? But instead of like dodging and real like panicking on healing, you can just like tenacity out of that, right? Like kind of like what I call this, like just persevere in the attack because you're not gonna flinch and just heal, right? Or do whatever you want, like your combo and whatnot. Really looks drip, right? It's really looking good. And as you can see here, the attack is 241. And that is the highest one that I can get by the help of Curious as well. So I got like 4 slots of Curious here because I'm on NG+. What we need to do here is just to buff the defense, right? The Bull King set is already like upping the defense. So you can use Agate Jar here and another Agate Jar if you want to buff your defense. Or you can also replace it with something like attack, right? Like there's like a curio for 5 attack. It's pretty small though. But for the defense itself, you're not only gonna get like highest defense, right? Which means you can just defense, you can stance every attack there, but it will also increase your attack, of course. Of course, you need to max your attack here, on the survival, kind of like the base stats. I'm on level 200 right now, if you notice. 207. And again, 4 cures. Now, this is NG plus 2, I believe. Kind of like the third playthrough, right? And we're about to fight the baby here to demonstrate the power of this. Now, again, the key here is Curio, right? You can also use this when at full health, significantly increase attack. As you can see, it's going to buff the attack to 260, which is pretty high. I think that is the highest one that I can get, like 261, 260. But you can play around with your Curious, right? But the gist is you need to buff your defense as much as possible and balance it out with some attack if you want. But the Bull King set relies on your defense, right? The weapon. So it's gonna increase the attack depending on your defense. So the higher your defense, the higher attack, which is I think the win-win here, right? This is the best one that I can recommend. Unlike Souls game, right? You might be really accustomed to Souls, which defense or other stats doesn't really matter. It's just like drip and dodging. Black Myth Wukong is not really like Souls game. It's more of like God of War and some really cool mechanic game that everything matters. Every stance, every moves, every even 5 attack matters. So as you can see, if we set it up like this, we're gonna get like 248 attack without temporary buff, because this one's just temporary buff. But for highest permanent attack without any temporary, you can get up to 248, right? Again, depending on your current defense. Our current defense on this one, NG plus, is 200 or 678. That's why the attack is around 248, which is pretty nuts. So let's go ahead and attack the baby here, just to see if it's really effective. First time approaching the baby here. Okay. Again, this is NG plus. So NG plus plus, right? Third playthrough. So let's see if that attack really helps this fight, especially the defense, right? Because this baby is pretty nuts, especially in the first playthrough. And again, on the NG plus 2, their attack is even more fatal, right? More deadly. But as you can see, we're kind of like tanking it. So you can just focus on attack instead of like running or dodging. You can just focus on just concentrating on attacking them, so you can kill the enemy before it even kills you. Baby versus baby right here. So that's actually the gist, right? The setup, right? The playthrough or the gameplay will be like, or the strategy, right? The strategy will be like just attack really to kill the boss quickly, instead of like dodging and doing whatever. So that is applicable on NG plus, NG plus two, because on NG plus one, you would want to see their move set, right? The spectacular effects, things like that. You don't really want to miss that, and you want to kind of like play around, right? Experiment. But on this one, it's just you already seen it all, right? So you're now trying to build the best one that you can use to kind of like speed through the game, speed run the game. So again, this is Bull King script. Now I'm not gonna go deep on where you're gonna get it, because there's a lot of videos in YouTube to get that. But just take note, this is Bull King set, and you can get that from the secret area of chapter 5, right? So secret area of chapter 5, where it's gonna tell you some backstory about Raksasha and the red boy there. So you're gonna get that bull set. Now you will not going to get every material, right, on a single playthrough. So on just the new game, you won't be able to complete this. As a matter of fact, you cannot create the weapon. So take note, this weapon is only achievable or obtainable on the new game plus, right? NG plus one, the very second playthrough, because and around chapter 5, right? As soon as you went into that one, then you can get that. As you can see, I'm on again new game plus 2. That's why I already have all of the relics here, and then I can activate the 6 relics again, right? The 6 relic again. So I just beaten it like twice already. But yeah, you will get that Bull King set on the end, or almost the end of chapter 5, again on its secret area. So you're not gonna use this on New Game Plus, or sorry, on the normal New Game, right? Just on the New Game Plus. But once you get that, you will be able to create this weapon, right? And then complete this Bull King set. Really looking good. As you can see, our attack's 261. And this is the weapon, right? Dark iron stuff. Can't see the material here, as a matter of fact, because I already created it. But I will try to show you the path, right? Or the weapon tree where you're gonna get it. It's the one where you can get like high defense. And the prerequisite stuff for this is the one creating some lava when you like charge it. Let's go ahead and check it out. All right, so yes, it's on this tree, right, where you get the cloud pattern stone staff, and then the staff of blazing karma. You think it's not really good, it's just adding some defense, but the final form, again, I think is the best staff of all. Now you can argue that there's actually a lot of stuff there that are not necessarily better, right? More powerful on raw damage than this one. But with complete, right, with the complete set, with the bull set and everything else, this I think is the best one. Again, highest one, 261. So if you can see, you can, you're gonna get a couple of stuff here, especially this Fuban staff, really looking good, right? However, the attack of those is not as great, right? It will show you that it's like, high raw damage is like plus 20, plus 30, as you can see on the right side. But when you equip them, it's just 191. Why? Because there's no buff, right? Passive buff from the defense. So the Bull King weapon, the Dark Iron Staff, when you equip it, as you can see, it increases the defense to 261, which is pretty nuts because, again, it's relying on your defense, which is your, armor. You can also use other armor, to increase your other stuff. But the Bull King set has the highest armor or defense of all, so it's really working well with that, especially with tenacity. Now the curio gold spike plate and other curio right there, you can get that to your normal playthrough. You don't really have to worry. If you want, you can just search YouTube and search where to get that. But on your normal playthrough, you will get that. It's not really secret or something. So just continue playing the game, and you will get them in your very first playthrough. So most likely on New Game Plus like this, you actually already have them. So you don't really have to worry. You just have to play around to strategize your build. But that's all for today. Again, it's 245 attack if you're gonna use both agate jar. If you have 4 curious slots, this is the highest attack they can get. But that's all for today. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy Black Myth Wukong.